So guys, I'm making this video because I'm compelled to make this video. And why I'm stating this, because I'm a PhD research scholar in the University of Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, in the department and the school of School of Social and Behavioral Science, and my department is the Cognitive Science and Technology. And my research at present time on paper, my research guide is Dr. Meltem, ma'am, respected Meltem, ma'am. And other DC members are also in my committee, including Dr. Bhavani Rao, respected Bhavani Rao ma'am, and Gaurang sir, and the excellent person Dr. Shishir Chandra sir. And I'm making this video because like from the last 1 year, in this completely in this year, I faced lots of issues with my PhD program, and today is like 31st of the December of 2025, the last day of this year. And recently, just a few minutes before, like I had a conversation with the ISPGP office person, Gauri Ekrala ma'am, and she forced me to quit from the PhD program just because I raised a few concern regarding the PhD program, uh, and the policies and the gaps that I have like observed and that I have like raised in front of the university. And I'm not like just saying without any kind of a proof. Yes, I will in this video I will show you the proof, what kind of problem that I have faced and what I have like emailed to the guys of the university, and like what kind of conversation I have like gone through, and like whatever the situation, right? And I'm feeling it is kind of a mental harassment of a PhD scholar in this university, in this department. I don't know, a it's a completely university environment, or it's just a department level thing. And the university peoples and the department people are very powerful, and I'm damn sure they will like try to suppress me at any cost, my case and everything. But I'm making this video, and I'm just putting my facts and all things with a good faith to get a solution, not any kind of a blame game or to the social media popularity or something. Because I want to complete my research program from this university, and I just want to do my research on a time. And these guys are like just running from their responsibility and just putting everything on my shoulder because of it's my thing. There is no combined mutual thing between the department people and the scholar. And maybe in this language, in this English language, I can be lack because it is not my first language, and my first language is Hindi, so I will use the Hindi language in between of this video wherever it's like required and I am not comfortable to speak this language, right? So let me start with the things. So I enrolled in this program in 2024 last year, and I started taking a research methodology course that told by the department people. So let me discuss the points with you. I have like prepared the things and the documentation. So I'm going like one by one the research methodology course problem, right? So I have did the research methodology course 1 and 2 at the department level, offered by the course by the department level, and then in the month of the I think March or April, like from the one of my research scholar colleague, or you can say my batchmate, like I got an information the course is not applicable to the cognitive science and technology students because the policy has changed, and I don't know like what kind of policy has changed, and no formal information have like provided by the university, right? And let me show you the thing what they have like mentioned. The documentation number is like 8, 7 and 3. So 8, 7 and 3, 7 registration, So in this university, whenever we do courses, like it's approved by the DC members, right? And and the guide, respected guide, right? They approve the course, and then we will do the course, right? And then the scholar do the course. Okay. So when this course was not applicable to the scholar as a CST student, cognitive science and technology student, so why this course is like offered and to us, and like not to us, to me, and why it is like registered by the ISPGP office, and why like they people like suggested this course when it is not applicable. Okay. And when they like change the policy after doing the course like for a 2 semester, like I got aware this is not the applicable to me. Okay. So why this research methodology 1 course and 2 course is like register, right? This is the my first point. And why it is like approved by the guide. Why this course is like approved by the guide. And I don't know she was aware about this kind of a course and problem or not, because she is the great Dr. Bhavani Rao, the UNESCO chairperson, one of the UNESCO chairperson of the India. So I can understand like she might be not aware, but what about the department people? What about the ISPGP office people? Why they did register this course in the month of let me show you in the month of January, Tuesday. This is the time in the month of July. Yeah, it's a May, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, in the month of July. Okay. And then suddenly they changed the rule. Then when I got the information it is not applicable on me, then I like send it an email ki, like what is the situation, right? So I sent it in a May, July, in a month of August. Okay. I would like to seek the clarification regarding the eligibility of the research methodology course. A classmate recently informed me 3 courses by the department not considered eligible for the requirement. Instead of 4 research methodological RM1 course offered by interdisciplinary program only accepted. Okay. So in that like, so yeah, they confirm research methodology 1, 2 offered by ASF will be considered for the requirement. So जब ये applicable ही नहीं होना था on me, so क्यों इस कोर्स को रजिस्टर किया गया, क्यों इस कोर्स को सजेस्ट किया गया पढ़ने के लिए, क्यों मेरे 2 सेमेस्टर वेस्ट किए गए? Why they guys are like wasted my 2 semesters ये कोर्स को पढ़ाने में? I attended this course for a 2 semester and like my 2 semesters like completely wasted. This is the one point from my side. Next, ethics course. So the department people like offered a ethics course. Okay. That course was very fantastic. I learned lots of amazing things regarding the ethical related things to the research. Okay. But where's the document like ethics like 9 and 6? Okay. So and 9 and the 6. So मुझे the class teacher told me I have not attended the classes of this course properly, and there is a short of attendance. Okay, and based on this, I cannot earn the credit of these courses. Okay, so I requested to kindly share the attendance with me, and the classes whatever happened. Okay, so she shared the things with me, and she also provided me the solution to cover the course. Okay, so firstly I will talk about the attendance only, then we will go the next thing. Okay, so as she mentioned possibility of a course that is missing to many classes. Okay, so in consultation with the PGP office, we have devised the plan by which you could be avoid following the course and succeed in your PhD goal. Okay, so retake the course when it's offered, obtain any study material, miss the classes, complete the attend test and related, and write a paper. Okay, so this was the solution. Okay, and the attendance related thing she mentioned here, it was 4 classes taught each week. Okay, and 2 hours of a length. So these were the all classes, and there was a 6 absence, and then the class eventually represent 2 hours, right? So I missed 12 classes, so it was like 56-60% kind of attendance. Okay, so but here the thing is, in the PhD policy 2024, the shared by the ISPGP office of this university, in the PhD policy nothing is mentioned about the mandatory attendance for attending a course, and the eligibility, and as a eligibility criteria to get the credits. Okay, so if it is not mentioned in the PhD policy, so why is applicable on me? And I don't know about the other scholars. Okay, and let me show you the the conversation. So firstly, I just send an email to office, I would like to the minimum attendance requirement for the PhD scholar attending online offline courses classes. I am asking this because the PhD policy does not mention any specific attendance criteria. Okay, so they mentioned in general a minimum 75% is required for a course or classes. So suddenly 75% attendance minimum is required, but in the PhD policy, the shared by the SPGP office, nothing is mentioned. This was the second point. अगर अटेंडेंस का लिखा ही नहीं है तो मेरे पे एप्लीकेबल क्यों हुआ? ठीक है, if it is applicable, then I opt the solution as a obtain any study material or something. Okay, I discuss with the concerned faculty, respected Dr. Malini ma'am, and as a mutual understanding, we discussed we will write the paper, or I can prepare the things, and I can ask the doubts to the ma'am, and I can arrange the study materials on that material. We will go further. But suddenly, what happened? Gauri ma'am from the PGP office of department told me ki after careful condition we have decided that is it is in your best interest to retake this course. Dr. Malini will give the course again for the new student. Please enroll for the again. So what's the meaning? Attending this course, the everything is wasted. My time is wasted. My submitted assignment is wasted. Class participation is wasted. Everything is wasted. And when the teacher and student is decided something mutually, so then why this kind of a email like happened, why this kind of a conversation like happened from the side of the Gauri Ikrala ma'am. And when there is no attendance mentioned in the PhD policy, so why suddenly this kind of issue happened with me? I think it is created by intentionally to stop me to do the course. Like the previous one also, the research methodology. Let's go to the third point. Anthropology course. So my guide, guide and the co-guide, not the co-guide, not the guide, the co-guide, in the month of January, told me to attend the cognitive anthropology course offered by the one external internal faculty in an online mode, and I attended the all classes of the courses. Okay, and I submitted the presentation as an assignment also. I participated in the class also, but when the midterm time happened, what is like happened? First of all, just before the 2 or 3 days before the midterm examination, I got the information ki like if you are taking a course for the master's program to earn credit as a part time, will we attend the midterm in the March? Please provide us the details in advance. Okay, so this was the date of like 21st or 19, and like after the few days was later there was an exam in the month of March. Okay, so like I was in the Delhi and going to the Amrita campus in Kerala by train is what was feasible because of the train tickets and all thing, right? And then I like communicated this thing to the my class teacher, those who are like teaching the course. Namashivai ma'am, like thank you for clarification before the few days of the midterm examination. I'm located on the NCR campus and I'm compelled to skip the midterm for the subject as a train ticket are not available and I don't have budget for the air travel, right? So like, but she cleared me, thank you for reaching out. I want to make it like clear all PhD students who are attending my course will have to go through the designated evaluation process are in the place in the to earn the, so please do the needful. So overall the meaning is like ki, you came and you write the examination, okay, but the things happen and at the end of the moment I got the information and I missed the examination, right? And there's other reasons also why like I missed the examination. Okay, and let's move to the other portions also of this video. In this university, there's a culture of like DC meeting. यहाँ DC meetings होती है, DC members बनाए जाते हैं, डॉक्टर कमेटी रिसर्च मेंबर्स बनाए जाते हैं, right? So recently 12 on a 12th of December was my the DC meeting, and what happened that day, only the 2 DC members were like present, and like as a scholar I fulfilled my responsibility. I like shared the information of the DC members and the document to the ISPGP office so that they can share the email to all the members, so that like the meeting schedule can be marked in their calendar so that they can attend, but it's not happened properly by the ISPGP office. उनसे नहीं हुआ ये, ठीक है, they failed, and I just like what happened, like they did not like send email to everyone, and even they like did not like inform to the PGP office, okay, and like instead of like they are saying ki it is the responsibility of a student to handling and managing the DC meeting. Why in this university every responsibility is like having on the shoulder of research scholar? Why it is not a mutual thing between the university and the department? I'm just showing you like what I like raise the concern. I'm writing to formally express my concern and disappointment regarding the administrative handling and recently scheduled second doctoral committee meeting on 12th of December. The key issue that like outline. I like very formally like politely like I like mentioned whatever like happened, who was the like presented and like who was not presented, right? And I requested like for a new doctoral committee slot to be scheduled at the earliest possible date with the official invitation circulated in November, right? So fit to the I requested a new thing. Instead of that, my present guide replied on that email. Thank you for your message for outlining the position regarding my PhD. It is not. Sorry. It is my reply to the guide. Okay. There was the guide reply. Sorry. This is the mail. Suddenly, she replied, based on the struggle and frustration you face with your PhD, with having a 100% remote PhD status to Amrita Puri and limited possibilities to reach the campus, I regret to tell you that it will extend my possibilities to guide you towards timely completion of your PhD. This child similar concern expressed by the previous guide, Dr. Bhavani. I recommend to shift to perhaps Faridabad or see myself as a supporting DC member. So suddenly, the thing was like related to the DC meeting and the things like shifted on the guide transfer. Why like this happened, guys? Why like this happened? So then I like replied to my guide. I considered associate with my 100% remote status as a part-time student. Now you guys tell me, if you are a research scholar India in a part-time mode, क्या आप अपने campus जाते हैं? Do you go to your campus? Most of the time, I think like 98% PhD scholars like spend time in an online mode or in a distance mode, because part-time mode means the distance mode. But today, in the meeting with the Gauri Akrala ma'am, the PGP office person, she is saying कि in our university there is a rule कि you have to 20-30% have to be present in the campus as a PhD part-time student, and it is mentioned into the PhD policy. I would like to ask from the university where it is mentioned in 2024 policy, this kind of a rule where it's like mentioned कि as a PhD part-time scholar I have to present in the campus. Why it is like happening with me only? Because I raised few concern to the university time to time so that I can save my time, and I raised all things with a good faith only. But these guys are running from their responsibility, completely running from their responsibility. Okay, and I suggested, my guide suggested ki like for a new guide. Then I like also here just wait. I want to show you one thing more. For that, like I have to need open my email regarding the PhD part time and full time, right? Thing. Okay, so I marked email here flagged. Okay, so when I requested for a conversion from the PhD from the full time to part time, okay, so Gauri Akrala ma'am like mentioned, if you convert to a part time PhD program, you will stop receiving a stipend, because I was as a full-time scholar, I was receiving the stipend. Aside from that, you have to pay annual tuition fee. That's completely fine, which will be double if you do not complete your PhD within 6 years. Okay. If these terms and conditions are agreeable to you, we convert your program to a part-time, provided by the Dr. Melton have no objection. Dr. Melton, please confirm. So, firstly, like ma'am, my guide replied, they have the no objection, and I also say ki I am accepting this term and condition. But if the 30%, 40% kind of a rule was there in this university, so why she not mentioned in this mail at this time, and why she is like telling this thing today, and why it is not mentioning in the PhD 2024 policy, the 20 or 30% kind of a such kind of a rule? Why there is no transparency on this thing? Okay, let's move ahead. So as my research guide suggested me to transfer, so I said ki my research into span cognitive science, game based learning, educational technology, mathematics, also neuroscience, so with potential artificial there, I will request a primary research guide and co-guide with relevant expertise in this areas to be assigned. And now today, and in the email also mentioned by the authorities, it is my responsibility to find a new guide. There is no responsibility of the people, because they don't know my research interest area. Although I have however I have mentioned my research area. So how they are saying they don't know? How today Gauri ma'am told ki she don't know. Why it is not the responsibility of the university to find a new guide to a scholar? There is no answer for this thing, because they are just running from their responsibility. Okay, and now let's move on a more things. Now I'm coming on one of the my DC member and my present co-guide, Dr. Melton ma'am. Previously she was my co-guide, and previously Dr. Bhavani Rao ma'am was my primary research guide. And now at present time on a paper, Dr. Melton is my primary research guide. Let me check the video is still recording or not. Yes, it's recording, right? So from this starting, Dr. Melton is completely unresponsible, completely unresponsive, delay in providing the feedback, delay in providing the signature on a required document. Let me show you the proof for this. Coursework registration delay, document number 3. I sent it an email on 3rd of March after my first DC meeting happened in the month of January, and understanding the all things, I prepared documentation and sent it to the DC members. Okay, and Dr. Nandita Alcoyek, I mean the Melton Alcoyek ma'am, was in the mail. So this was the month of March 15, and there's another person from the external person from the university, Dr. Shuchi Chandra also was there. So I followed a kind of a hierarchy. Let's get firstly signed by the co-guide and the external person, then sent to the main primary guide. Okay, I followed this kind of a process. So the first email I sent it, there was no reply. Second email, no reply on 26th of March, no reply. 24th of also, upload your signature, other member or can, as per hierarchy, can sign, no reply. no reply. And then I sent it an email to everyone in the month of uh, March itself, like 6th of June. Then I sent it the document to the because like I felt ki I sent this document to the dean office, okay, so that at least I get the sign of the my primary guide, Dr. Bhavani Rao, okay, because she approved the courses in the WhatsApp, right? And previously also in the DC meeting also the course was like suggested and approved, suggested, right? So and like it's like I have like requested kindly provide documentation, ma'am like told me, okay, the person, and then I have like provided the proof like it's like approved, okay. And when I got the my main primary guide signature, okay, then I again sent it to the Dr. Melton, please sign on this, like. So you can see now it's a month of June. Yeah, now it's a month of June. From the month of March to the June. It took almost 3 months getting this all thing. अभी तक 3 महीने हो चुके हैं. 3 months are like gone in this all process. Okay. Now let's move further. Here. But still I did not get the signature of Dr. Melton. And I got only signature of the Dr. Bhavani Rao, ma'am. No signature of Dr. Melton and the external person also. Because the external person did not sign, because the main internal person did not sign. So she was, he was also not comfortable to sign and approve the things, because he was following the professionalism. So almost 3 months she never signed on a document. She never provided the signature on this document. Okay, let's move further. DC Constitution and NOC consent. When like a new guide process like happened, and the part time to the the full time to part time things like happen. So the university required the NOC and the guide consent and other things also. And for that also same thing, like I have email to the Dr. Melton, ma'am, for the signature and all things. I think I need to start from the bottom side. In the month of the June 30th, like for the signature, I'm sharing with you the guide consent, DC members constitution, no objection document. Kindly upload the signature, guide consent, DC member constitute. After signature, kindly share this document to ISPGP along with the NOC from the present guide and the blah 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 thing. Okay, I mentioned everything here. No reply. Again a follow-up till the month of July 3rd. Continuous request on a 9th of also, and finally on a 11th of July she signed. But for this also she have taken almost a month to sign a document. And like this thing happened fast because the other people from the department like approached her for the signature. I continuously sent the WhatsApp messages to her to remind. पीछे पड़ गया था मैं deliberately like I was like did this, and then I got the signature. And I already discussed the method of research methodology, anthropology, and full-time, part-time conversation. Okay, and recently, and I also want to like show you one more document, like half yearly progress. And so far now, I have not received signature on this document. This is like still pending. Okay, and recently of allegation given by the people of the department कि my recent DC meeting not happened or called by the guide, and it is not in knowledge of the guide. This was a completely false allegation on me. Let me show you the proof. Document number 7. So let me show you that first email where it's like mentioned. It is not like no, actually it was not like in the mention in the email. It was the WhatsApp conversation. Okay, so let me show you the WhatsApp conversation also this time. Yeah. So here Dr. Bhavani Rao ma'am is like mentioning, when I was like joined, I was informed that DC meeting was not called by the guide. Okay, and now I'm going to like show you the proof. I can show you to directly from the here also, and through the this document also. So I think like showing this thing is like more good. I requested like all the DC members for the confirmation of the time and availability. So that time like I sent it an email, not an email, on a WhatsApp message. If you are available on a December 12 at 11 a.m., can I schedule a slot for DC? Gaurang Sangh and external person are also available on that day. So she gave me a thumbs up, means okay. So how can someone tell me it is not in the knowledge of the guide? Why she is running? And now I think like you guys have like understood why she want to transfer me from to another guide. And this was the proof. Now apart from this, I raised overall a few questions to the ISPGP office, the chairperson. Okay. To the Ravi Shankar, respected Ravi Shankar sir and respected Shiva Pratap sir, are the chairperson and the co-chairperson of the ISPGP office here in Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham in Amritapuri campus. I believe like they are responsible for the entire university, or only just for the campus. I'm not sure. Okay, and I like raised few concern and issues: delayed in administrative response, delays in document processing, lack of clarity regarding response courses, and unclear credit conversation criteria for online courses. Regarding this also, like I have requested ISPGP office, because like here is a criteria key, like we can do half of the courses in online mode. Yeah, for the MOOC and SEM courses there was a criteria mentioned into the PhD policy, but if some guide is like saying something course out of the NAPTEL or something Swayam courses. So what will be the criteria? And so far now I did not get any uh, clear cut answer by the ISPGP office on this till date, and I inquired in month of March and April. Okay, so ambiguity regarding coursework attendance and assessment, delayed in ethical approval. Yes, this is also the one of the biggest thing. I forget the ethical approval thing. To providing the ethical approval, these guys have taken the almost 3 months of the delay. I submitted, I'm not stating, let me show you the proof. This is the Amachi Lab email ID. This is also official email ID. So, in the ethical approval also, Dr. Melton delayed in the response. Okay, and it's affected delay to submit the all document to the IHEC department of the university. Let me show you the first proof. Okay. I submitted like first time, I shared the all documentation in the month of June 21st, and oh sorry, in May, yeah, that was the reply of the email. Like first time I shared the all documentation with Dr. Bhavani Rao ma'am and the Melton ma'am. Okay, but I did not get any response from the both guides, and then a reminder also after like few days, and also reminder in the WhatsApp also, and in the meetings also, right? I did not get any response here. So finally, in between, things like little bit happen positively because of continuously sending messages to the WhatsApp, and maybe she feel ki yeah, let's do the things. Okay, so I replied updated documentation, okay, in the month of the July 3. Okay, so almost like there's a May and June month like gone, and little bit conversation is like also happened, but she did not take responsibility to provide the things. But yes, the entire process have like taken lots of times. You can see in the month of June also she replied, I will get back to you tomorrow, and my reminders you can see, kindly provide your signature, and another reminder, and the feed, and the I mean the updated document, okay, and the other changes like so. After doing the all things, in the month of July on a 14th, I finally got the signature on a cover letter after discussing the lots of things. Okay, so it was like from the May to the July, June, July, almost like 2 months in this process. And how much time it took actually in a practically manner, when like she like actively participated in all things, Okay, you can see it's the 9th of the July, and okay, and then finally the 14th of, almost you can say the 15 days overall. And in between and before, the few days back, like we discussed few things in a meeting also. So she was unresponsive, but when she realized, she did things in a very quick and manner. And but when I submitted the documentation to the ISPGP office, not the ISPG, IHEC office here, they scheduled the my presentation for the ethical approval, because it's there is a mention like it will take at least 1 month of the time. So I submitted in the month of July, almost about you can say before the 20 or around the 20th of the July. Okay, I have that proof also for this thing. Okay, but what they are mentioning, sorry for the short notice for the like presentation, but we have observed a quorum to hold ethic review meeting tomorrow from 3 to 4:05 p.m. Okay, and date is like 24. Just 1 days before, they are like sending an email, you have a presentation next day and you kindly be ready. Okay, and a person also like called me from the department, and I believe he was the research scholar. Okay, and yeah, Mr. Owen Chinsweshi, graduate research assistant. Yes, research assistant here. Okay, and from the side of the ethical committee, and like I replied, I will be available. Okay, but meeting not happened. Okay, so, and but I got the information behind the reason from the OVISH, the person, those who are responsible for the IHEC doing this all things. She resigned from the position. That is why things not like happening in a right manner. Okay, so like then as a reminder, I requested on a September 24th, on October 24th, or on the 14th of October, maybe someone's like joined, so please schedule my meeting so that I can get the ethical approval for my research. And then I like requested to the ISPGP office also, so they clearly told, kindly note IHEC is not related to the PGP office, intelligence office. Okay, and then in month of October also I followed up, and then I finally got a reply on the 22nd of October. Due to the resignation of the chair of committee, we are experiencing delay in the ethical approval. So entire September gone almost, and October is also gone. Date is like 22 of October, and meeting was on a 24 of August. Almost 2 months. After almost 2 months, official information I got ki the person is like resigned, but yes, unofficially in a from the on a WhatsApp, on a call, like always like told me. Okay, and your proposal is in a second in the list, and we'll do the best review. Okay, and still again I like on a month or like if you do not hear from the IHEC by end of the week, please reach out again. So I did as a reminder. Then I got reply after 2-3 days. Now these people like actively replied, and finally they give me the ethical clearance. Okay, and provided me the ethical approval letter on 27th of November. So guys, I submitted documentation in the month of July and I got the letter in the month of November. Almost 3 to 4 months of the process like happened to get a single ethical approval. Now here I want to ask one question to the university, to you all. I think you guys know when someone is like working in any kind of a university or in any kind of a organization, there's a process of the notice period. Okay, and generally in the academics also there's one notice period. When they guys were like know ki the person is like resigned, or the person is like going to be resigned from the position, so on a time, on the duration of the notice period, why they not like assign a person for the position? It's mean there is a something problematic with this institution where the things are like lacking continuously. And I got the approval, but after the 3 months, and now the effect of this, I'm working with the school setup, and in the Delhi NCR there's a lots of pollution and the academic load in schools also. The all schools said ki we cannot allow you, you can come into the February or March of the month for the data collection. So my entire 6-7 months is like completely gone. So from the month of January, from the joining of this course, I am continuously facing the problem due to the lack of policies, lack of the management, unresponsive guide and behavior. I raised the concern to the department, and they whatever like happened, like I explained you in my possible communication in this language. And now today a meeting happened with the ma'am, Gauri ma'am, and she like clearly told you need to find a new guide and we don't know anything, and if you are not like indirectly she is saying ki if you are not satisfied so you can quit. And yes, in the video she clearly mentioned also ki you can quit from the PhD. So these guys like wasted entire 1 year of mine, and they are running from their responsibilities. They are not providing the solution to the scholars. They are not timely responding to the email, to the queries, and to the everything. So in this situation, what should I do? And I'm completely feeling like it is kind of a mental harassment of me. And like when I joined this program, when I like interact first time with the respected Bhavani ma'am, I clearly told ma'am I'm struggling in my career and this research is my last hope to save my career and my life, and to do something good for the society and for myself also. And I clear my all intentions, and I worked hard. I did the things on a time. I prepared documentation. I did other things also all time, but the system here entirely collapsed for me, and they are completely unresponsible, and they are not responsive at all. The guide is not responsive at all. I don't know, they guys like did intentionally as an internal politics ki let's do this thing so that they can mm, withdraw from the PhD. They will stop the PhD, and today she clearly told ki you can take your decision, you can choose another university or institution. Okay, and instead of like providing a solution. So after wasting a year, this is the thing, and I don't know why it's like happened with me, and it is only happening with me here in this institution, or it is like happening with the other scholars also. And I don't know if it is like happening with other scholars also, so why they are not raising their voice. And let me tell you why I am like putting this all things in a video format, and why I am like raising voice, because my previous like and career in academia is almost like ended. I don't have like anything to lose. I lose everything almost. From the last 6 months, I'm continuously trying to get the job, but I'm not getting job in academia in the field of animation or multimedia or gaming field, as a academic person or as a industry person also. So I raised these all things to the university and on a social media, and using this platform with a good hope so that I can get a solution, so that I can continue my PhD. I'm not like want to quit this PhD. I just need a good responsible guide and transparency, little bit transparency between the university and things. And please guys, help me, comment me, and if you are also like facing these kinds of things, so please raise your voice, because if you will not raise your voice in India as a PhD scholar, you will be suppressed. आपको दबा दिया जाएगा. And like in the last 3-4 years, many of the PhD scholars like did the suicide also. I'm not thinking about the suicide, not at all. Okay. Yes, I'm in very bad situation this time mentally, but I can't do this kind of stupidity. But it's proved कि in India, research scholars are like facing this kind of a mental trauma, pressure, bullying, or mental harassment, or unresponsiveness from the system, untransparency, and the guides problem. But the government of the India is doing nothing on ground. They are making policies, they are making rules and regulation, but what is like happening in the ground? Nothing is like happening on the ground. This is the ground reality. And I believe this university where I am, this is like one of the finest university in India, and the people here in my department, Dr. Meltem is from Germany. She's like pass out from the one of the best institution from the Germany, and she's having very good knowledge. And the dean of the department, Dr. Bhavani Rao, she is like one of the respected UNESCO chairperson from the India for gender equality and women empowerment. She is also very powerful and very knowledgeable and very humble person. and still I don't know why I'm like facing this kind of a small problem. Is I am facing this kind of problem because I raise this concern continuously. I try to clear the things for me, uh, uh, so that I can move in my research, or maybe it was a kind of the internal politics, because they are not able to use me as a slave when I was like in the full-time mode as a scholar. uh, I don't know, like, and they did like intentionally कि like now we cannot not use this person as a slave, by providing the 25,000 or 35 of thousand of like stipend, like that happened like in India. University thinks, and universities like having thought like this scholars are the slaves, and like they not like utilize me as a slave, so maybe uh, they plotted everything against me, and continuously things happen so that I can quit from the PhD program. And let me tell you guys, I will not quit from this PhD program. And if they want to cancel my admission, so they need to give me a written communication. We are not enough capable to give you the guide, and we are having like whatever like they want to do. But from my side, I'm not at this moment in the mood to quit from the PhD from this institution. Namaste.